Coming up in an hour's time, the Premier League kicks off again with Everton versus Chelsea. But first, more than a game.
For the 3 points, Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again!
Welcome to More Than a Game, where we look at 3 different teams in 3 different leagues, talk to the fans and see what the club means to them. First, we have the team that sits in the middle of our selection, Stevenage. Here we have 17-year-old Stevenage fan, Henry, who has been a fan since he can remember.
This club's been a massive part of my life for as long as I can remember. It was my dad who really started my love for the club. He took me to my first ever match when I was 6, and I never turned my back on the game or club ever since. I remember it like it was yesterday. We were 1-0 up at half time, but then conceded early on in the second half. But thanks to a late penalty from Steve Morrison, I witnessed my first ever Stevenage win, and since then I've been to numerous games and experienced many wins, but sadly I've also experienced many losses. However, the first real memory I have of us getting real success was in 2009 when they lifted the FA Trophy with a 2-0 win over York City. With goals from Steve Morrison and Lee Boyan, the stadium was rocking, every fan was off their feet.
One.
Another fantastic moment for me only happened a year later in 2010 when Stevenage lifted the Conference League trophy. They got promoted into Football League for the first time in the club's history. This really sticks out for me because I was at the game that they lifted the trophy. All the fans ran onto the pitch and celebrated with the players. This really made me feel like I was one with the club. This also happened to be the season where the record points tally was achieved for the Conference League, which was 99 points. I know this stadium doesn't look like a lot, but it's what we call home, and on many occasions the fans have been the 12th man. On one occasion in particular I can remember in 2016 when they were 3-0 down at half time, but no person in that stadium believed that Stevenage wasn't going to get it back, and by the 90 minutes was up, they were 4-3 up and they won the game. It was an amazing achievement for the boys. However, there has also been many lows of me watching Stevenage. One particular memory for me was in the FA Trophy against Barrow, where me, my uncle, my dad and my brother travelled to Wembley, where they proceeded to lose 2-1. It was also a real low for me because we travelled all that way for the disappointment in losing in extra time. Another low for me has to be in 2014 when they got relegated from League One into League Two, as 2 seasons prior to this they were so close to clinching promotion into the Championship. But since then they have steadied the ship and come close to getting back into League One with finishes in 10th, and then this season they're all the way in 4th right now, so it's looking like they're going to get there. Another reason why I really don't like Stevenage is because it's not all about the money. The players actually play for the fans, unlike in the Premier League where they're only looking for the money, looking for that next paycheck. You don't get the massive signings like you do in the bigger leagues and the billion-dollar owners who buy whoever they want. It's more about finding that hidden gem that no one would look to think of. I first started playing when I was 3 years old. It was me and my dad playing in my nan's garden. He went in goal and I used to take shots. This led to me joining my first team, Hearts Rangers, where I played there for 2 years, but due to lack of players I had to quit. This year out of football made me realise how much I love the game, which is why I joined Hertford Town at age 11, played there for 3 years, however due to school I had to quit. But me and my friends are joining a 6-a-side league, bringing back all them beautiful memories.
Coming up after the break, we meet our Arsenal fan Tom and our Ware fan Adam.